A family in Glendavon, St. James, had their fears averted last night after a missing 10-year-old boy and his 14-year-old sister were found safe. The siblings went missing after attending the St. James Municipal Corporation's annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony on Sunday night at Sam Sharp Square, Montego Bay. The children, Recollie Smith and Kamoya Gordon, both from the Damper Lane area of Glendavon, were brought into the Montego Hills police station and reunited with their mother after she was notified. Kamoya is a student of Holland High School in Trelawney, while Recollie attends Chetwood Primary School in Montego Bay, St. James. According to reports, the children left home with their grandmother and another child to go to the event, but towards the end of the ceremony, the grandmother decided to leave early to avoid the after-event congestion. Speaking with the Gleaner last night, Superintendent Aaron Samuels, the police commander for St. James, said, "Both children are with us and to be medically examined." 2 days after a deadly crash on the Fine Grass Main Road in northeast Manchester, police are reporting that another crash there has resulted in several people, including students, being injured, this time in a two-vehicle collision. Preliminary reports are that about 2 p.m. Tuesday, a Toyota Probox taxi transporting passengers, including the students, collided with an Audi SUV, resulting in the taxi veering off-road and landing several feet in a ditch. The occupants of the taxi were rushed to hospital. Their condition is not yet known. This latest crash follows Sunday's collision, which claimed the life of Camona Forrest, 28, a resident of Virginia in Bombay District, Manchester. Police said Forrest was a passenger in a Nissan Sunny traveling on the Fine Grass Main Road in northeast Manchester when, about 11:30 p.m., the driver lost control and crashed into a pole and a wall. Forrest, another woman and the male driver of the car were taken to hospital. Forrest was pronounced dead, while the two injured people were admitted for treatment. A Jamaican man was shot dead in a hail of bullets in a brazen mid-afternoon attack on a busy highway in Kingston on Tuesday, minutes after returning to the island from overseas, the police have confirmed. His identity was not yet been disclosed. The killing occurred along the Sir Florizel Glasspool Highway while he was on his way from the Norman Manley International Airport, where he disembarked a flight from Panama, according to Superintendent Tommy Lee Chambers, head of the Kingston East Police Division. He was on his way from the airport and his car was shot up, Chamber told the news. The shooting caused a huge traffic pileup on the usually busy corridor. Investigators are trying to determine a motive for the killing. A pedestrian is dead and 2 others admitted in hospital following a motor vehicle collision on the Discovery Bay Main Road in St. Ann last Friday. The deceased has been identified as 28-year-old Akeem Minot, a truck driver of a St. Andrew address. The injured people are a 30-year-old man and a 41-year-old woman. The incident occurred about 5:45 a.m. It's reported that the pedestrians were standing near a disabled Toyota Corolla motorcar that was in the middle of the roadway with its headlights on when they were hit by another vehicle. It is alleged that the 76-year-old driver of a Toyota Fielder motorcar was speeding, lost control and collided into the disabled car, then mowed down the pedestrians. The injured people were taken to St. Anne's Bay Regional Hospital and admitted. Mr. Minot was later transferred to Kingston Public Hospital, where he died on Saturday. The 76-year-old motorist, a taxi operator, was served a warning notice for dangerous driving. The police high command says investigators are following strong leads in their probe of the murder of veteran journalist Barbara Gale. Ms. Gale was found dead at her home in the gated community of Caymanas Country Club Estate in St. Catherine on Monday morning. Senior Superintendent Christopher Phillips, head of Area 5 headquarters, told members of media on Tuesday afternoon that Ms. Gale died from multiple stab wounds. Her Mercedes-Benz motor vehicle was stolen by her killer.
I can confirm that retired journalist Barbara Gale was today found dead in her house. What we're getting so far, she was last seen sometime after 3 yesterday, having a conversation with an unknown gentleman. Sometimes this morning, sometime after 10, residents who are used to a routine coming out in the morning to check on them and to call to them, they never saw that usual activity, and so some residents went to check on her where the live vest body was discovered. We are following strong leads at this time. We have the full support of all the investigative arm of the force giving full support right now. We are deeply saddened by this. It's really a very horrible scene, and we really extend condolences to the media family at this time, because I know that she's well known in that circle. Initial assessment is suggesting that she was stabbed multiple times to the right side of her neck, and we suspect she was also hit in the forehead.
Erie Castle in shock after cab driver murdered, according to a corporate communications unit CCU report. Around 9:20 p.m. on Saturday, Kuma was sitting in his vehicle in Erie Castle near Stony Hill when gunmen approached and opened fire on him. The police were alerted, and he was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The tragic incident occurred while the community was under a curfew. As investigations continue, the community remains in shock, grappling with the loss of one of their own, and with lingering fears over the rising violence in what was once a tranquil neighborhood.